religion and have it your way. It ain't like that. So Gideon did what God said. Verse 5, took them down to the water. And there the Lord told him, here's how you got to do it. I want you to separate those. You don't understand what I'm doing, but I got a plan. I got a purpose. Separate those who lap the water with their tongues like a dog from those who kneel down the tree. There are going to be two groups. What's going to happen is this. They're going to come in covenants, because you know in this culture they had to come in covenant groups. So here Gideon is trusting God to separate these folk. And he doesn't know that you're going to have some on this side who are going to kneel down like a dog, and then who are going to do like a dog and lap it up. And then you got those who are going to just kneel down and not pay attention to what's going on. And then Gideon doesn't know. And here he goes. You got some over here, and this side is outweighing. God, this side is getting bigger. Which one is my side? Because you got to know in that code when they said lap down, get down like a dog. I can't get down on all fours like no dog. Because I don't have help. But the dog, what they would do, not the dog, but the group, he said you had two groups. Those who lap like a dog would kind of do like this and bring the water. And, get the water. You know how dogs do if you run the country. Look around. But that other group would just go down there like this. They just start drinking. They just start eating. They start drinking. And that's what God was saying to him. Those who do like the dog, they're going to be paying attention. And he says, you have to sift away inattentiveness to maintain vigilance. See, people who don't pay attention to what's going on around them are dangerous folk. See, God wants us to look at what's going on around us. You got to know that everybody that pats you on the back doesn't mean you well. You got to understand that everybody who says they're your friend and they like you, they don't care nothing about you. You got to watch folks who want to hang out with you and your husband. And they ain't got now. They want to cook him dinner with us. Pass the recipe on. And that ain't my marriage script, but it's so true. See, we never know how God is going to do something. We don't know how God is working things out. See, Gideon didn't understand what God was doing. And somebody here this morning doesn't understand how and why God is doing what God is doing. But we got to understand that God has a plan and God has a purpose for my life. Yes, sir. This was a test of alertness. That's why Peter said, be sober. Be sober. Be vigilant. Why? Because your adversary. The devil. What does he do? Lucifer. The devil. I'm not talking about somebody with a red suit. Pitchfork in their hand. No. The four tail. No. I'm talking about the devil. Comes in all shape, form, size.
Yes, sir.
Your adversary, the devil, like a roaring lion.
What else?
He walking about, seeking whom he may devour. Look at him, Christian family. It started out with 32,000 men. Faith factor said you gotta let some of them go. They let go. God said send 22 away, 22,000 because they are fearful. He left with 10,000. God runs another test. God said those who pass the test will go on one side. But those who fail the test turn out to be 9,700 people. Gideon was left with 300 men. Oh, but brothers and sisters,
with God.
That's right. When it seems like you can't see your way through.
Press your way down.
When it seems like you can't find an open door. When it seems like your path is dark. Ooh, when it seems like it have no open door in you. It's just right for the Lord. Can I get a witness in there? God knows how to make a way out of no way. Do I have a witness? God I serve is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all I can ask or think. Am I right, children? God has to cut away something in order to show up in our life. Can I get a witness in there? So when I read the text today, I realized that all Gideon had was 300 men and only his faith. And I want to ask somebody, what do you do when all you got left is your faith? When it seems like the doctor has said no, what do you do when all you have left is your faith? When your family has walked off and left you all alone and all you have left is your faith. When you're standing on the edge of employment and unemployment and all you got left is faith, what do you do? Well, I think I ought to tell you what the Apostle Paul said. Paul said, what shall we say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? I'm not worried about my enemies. I'm not worried about my foes. I'm not worried about trials in my life. Because the God I serve, He's an able God. Can I get a witness in here? I heard somebody say, I heard her saying just the other day, be not dismayed, whatever betides, God will take care of you. It needs a ring of love of mine. God will. Can I say right now for a minute? Anybody here knows that God will? Anybody here knows that God can? Anybody here knows that God has all power? Anybody here knows that our God can make a way? Is there